Go ahead. Turn it up. It's the Record Machine Show with your host, Jimmy Howe.
Leave me here, won't you see me cry? I don't even got no tears, I'm dry. Watch me beg and you see me try. Why stay longer when there's no surprise? I'm tired of wasting all my time. Oh, leave me here to die. You talk to me without a soul in you. How many times did I tell you? You know you broke my heart in two. Why do you even do the things you do? I'm sick and tired of all your lies. Oh, leave me here to die. Cause I'm better off dead than being with you. I'm tired of all the pain and hell you put me through. No dimes, no dollars can give me my time back. I ain't wasting my time, I'm better off. I ain't giving you nothing, I'm better off dead. You come to me without a single smile. How many times were you in denial? You can't walk a single mile. Why do you even walk the way you do? I'm sick and tired of wasting time. Oh, leave me here to die. Cause I'm better off dead than being with you. I'm tired of all the pain and hell you put me through. No dimes, no dollars can give me my time back. I ain't wasting my time, I'm better off. I ain't giving you nothing, I'm better off dead. Cause I'm better off dead than being with you. I'm tired of all the pain and hell you put me through. No dimes, no dollars can give me my time back. I ain't wasting my time, I'm better off. I ain't giving you nothing, I'm better off dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Band Inc. singer, bassist Giuliana Lucia Amaral. Hey, how you doing, Giuliana?
Good, how are you?
Very good. Where are you calling from?
Awesome. I'm calling from Boston.
Oh, nice. What's the weather like there today?
It's actually quite beautiful. Usually I don't get to say that, but we have some sunshine today.
That's cool. Is that where you're from?
Yeah, from Boston, Mass.
Grew up there your whole childhood?
Yeah, I grew up there, born and raised in Massachusetts. I'm a New Englander.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit about your musical background. When did you first get involved in music?
Absolutely. So, I've been a musician since I was 5 years old. I'm 21 now, so it's been been a while. But I actually started out as a classical pianist. I played in the youth orchestra from ages like 5 to about 12 years old, And I really thought that was what I was going to do for the rest of my life, but I wasn't really happy playing the piano and doing all these classical songs. And my grandpa, which is probably my best friend in the whole world, he recognized that, and he came up to me and he said, I can tell you're not enjoying this. And he said, why don't I show you some of the stuff that I used to play? And like, if we fast forward a bit, actually, no, rewind a few years before he came to the US, he was a bass player in a band with his brothers. And they used to tour all over Europe. And then he gave all that up and moved to the US. And so he's telling me all these stories of him being bass player and being in a band. And I realized that that's what I wanted to do. And so he gave me a bass, and I started taking bass lessons, and I fell in love with the instrument. And I was in high school at the time. I started my first band, and I couldn't find a singer, so I started singing. And that's when the band formed, actually. Band Inc., still the same name till this day, which is actually funny. I'll never forget the first time they booked us for a show. I had no idea what the band name was. We hadn't thought that far into it, So I just said the first thing that came to mind, Band Inc. And it's been been a thing since then. The band name stuck. People remember it. And that's where I am currently right now. Still the same band. Just been traveling a lot more, having more opportunities on, West Coast, East Coast. And now we're in the process of, hopefully getting an album out there this year.
Very cool. Now tell me about the rest of the band. Who are the other players?
Absolutely. So right now on guitar, I'm happy to say that we do have a set lineup. It took me many years to find the right people, but right now we have Crispy Borrell. He's our guitar player. One of my closest friends is from New Jersey. He's like my brother to me, so we have a lot of fun. And for drummers, it's actually a fun situation. So on the East Coast, we have our buddy Jerry, who is our drummer on East Coast shows, and on the West Coast, we have our friend Francis, who plays drums. And it's easier travel-wise to have someone on each coast. That way we make sure we have someone there for the shows. But it's a set lineup, and it's not a set lineup. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it makes total sense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's actually a good idea.
Yeah, it's easier because if you think about it, the drums are the most difficult to travel with.
Right.
So it's easiest to have one in each coast, because it's like, sure, you can go different miles, but when it's like coast to coast, it's like, oh my gosh, that's kind of difficult. But bass, guitar, and singer, it's easier to move around, because we carry our instruments on our back.
Yeah, I guess when you get voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, both drummers will have to be there, right?
I know. It's a good way to think. We'll be the first to do that, I guess.
That's pretty cool. Now, I believe every band or artist is influenced by someone. Who are some of your influences?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. And it's funny because I'm a rock singer and a rock bass player, but I am influenced by some pop as well. So like if we go by rock, Zeppelin, Queen, and Motorhead, those are my biggest influences, And it's weird because I, growing up, have always also loved pop music. So style-wise, I love Lady Gaga. It's so funny because she actually has a rock background as well. She used to do like rock music at the bitter end in New York. So I'm definitely influenced by her as well. Now, music-wise, I would have to say like Heart and Guns N' Roses and AC/DC. Like I get a lot of those influences when we write the music. So you'll definitely hear like some Zeppelin in there too,
Very cool. Let's talk about writing. How do you approach songwriting? What's your creative process like?
Absolutely. So for years it was kind of me on my own, which was tough, because I'd have to explain to the people that I was playing with at the time, like how to do this drum fill, and I'm not even a drummer, But I met Crispy, and this actually in January we actually ended up writing like 4 songs together. We realized we're like, man, we work really well together. So recently we've been I'll tell you a quick story. So one of us, I think it was Crispy, shouted like, "Oh, I like it loud," and I was like, hey, that would be a cool song lyric. So we actually sat down and worked on that one phrase and built the whole song out of it. And I looked at it and I'm like, man, this is so great. It's easier writing with someone than me being on my own, and not being able to it takes it doesn't take as long to write music with someone, and he's super fun. We come up with a lot of fun anthems and fun themes about rock and roll. So I'm actually super excited to release the stuff that we've been writing together, because all the stuff that's been out now has actually been just me by myself. So you can tell a lot of my influences are in it.
Very cool. It's a lot easier to bounce ideas off of each other, right?
It is, for sure. You get another set of ears to listen to like your ideas, and it's just super fun.
Awesome. Now, this podcast is going to feature 2 of your tracks, Better Off Dead and Ruined Myself. What's the story behind those songs?
Absolutely. So Better Off Dead is actually a song that's really special to me. I wrote it on the plane ride to the first time I left LA. So when I left LA, I was feeling really inspired, and LA is probably one of my all-time favorite places. It's like a second home to me. And when I left, I just thought to myself, okay, I definitely want to go back. And when I go back, I'm going to have something new. So Better Off Dead, I call it like a love letter, but it's not really a love letter. It's kind of mean,
Yeah.
And the lyrics are, it's a breakup song. And I remember that was like the first breakup song I wrote that I actually felt it, I was like, man, I actually can relate to this,
Right.
And Ruin Myself is actually just it's the type of song where I like to explain, like, we tend to think about stuff that actually brings us down, and really we want to try to go up in life. And Ruin Myself, I tend to think like, oh man, I can't think negative. I got to think positive, because if we think negative, we're just going to bring ourselves down, and it's going to ruin ourselves. So that's really, the meaning of those two songs.
Cool. Now, with the couple singles that you have out now, do you plan on releasing an EP or a full-length album at any time soon?
Absolutely. That's actually the goal right now. So either an EP or an album. We've been writing a lot. I can't believe how much we've been getting out there, like at least demo-wise, but it's actually a not totally different sound, but it sounds a lot like Ruin Myself and Better Off Dead. They're going to fit that category of hard modern rock. So I'm super excited to get either an EP or an album out. So this year, I can definitely say it's going to be this year.
Awesome. On April 12th, you have a pretty cool gig lined up. You'll be sharing the stage with Roxy Blue, Steel City, Stonebreed, Alice Loves Alien, and Renegade Cartel. How did that come about?
Yeah, no, it's going to be an amazing night. I'm just so looking forward to be back in LA, back at the Whisky. It was Roxy Blue. I'm super excited to see them. It's going to be my first time, but it'll be another time that we'll be back there, and I can definitely confirm we have so many new originals that are going to be played that night. It's going to be explosive.
Yeah, Roxy and Steel City, great bands. Mike Floros.
Steel City, yes, Steel City. Oh my God, he's incredible, and a good friend of mine. Shout out to Mike. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And then, he's got Roy Cathy, lead vocals. He's also the singer for the band The Fifth, too. I mean, that cat puts on a great show.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see. And it's actually going to be the first time I see Mike live. I've seen him in person. We've been in the same room together, but I've never seen him rock out on stage. So, Mike, if you're listening, I can't wait to see you play, man.
Yeah, he had a lot of nice things to say about you when I told him you were going to be on the show. So.
Oh, well, he's a sweetheart. He's just an incredible person and great musician.
Absolutely. Now, over the last couple of years, you've shared the stage with acts like Alice Cooper, Dave Matthews, Grace Potter, Buckcherry, to name a few. What's it like sharing the stage with such great artists like that?
Oh my gosh, it's actually still hard to believe, because like growing up, those are all people that I listened to, and it's like, we look back on pictures and on memories. It's like, holy cow, like I actually got to be on the same bill as these people. It's an incredible feeling. I'm not a nervous person, but when it's shows like that, oh my gosh, I get nervous, And I always say nerves and excitement are the same feeling. It's just you got to think of it. I'm excited. You can't say I'm nervous. I'm excited, But I was definitely so excited to be on those bills. And it's memories that I'll never, ever forget. They're always special times in my life. Now,
do you have a routine that you do, like to get ready for a show, to get over, the jitters?
Yes, it's funny. So I'm a big fashion girl. I love fashion. So like, I think to myself, okay, what am I gonna wear? Try to get my mind off of it. What am I gonna do for makeup, and try to, get the edge off of it? Because I'm like, as long as I feel ready, I'm ready.
That's pretty cool. Now, you've played some iconic places too, like the Whisky A Go Go and the Bitter End in New York. Now, what can the fans expect when they go to see Band Inc. live?
Definitely some excitement. I like to think of it this way. If you want a show, we'll give you a show and we'll try to give you the most out of it. So I'm a really exciting performer. Like I love to be like the best that I can on stage. Me and Crispy have a great energy. We just feed off of each other. We're both kind of, fun and exciting people. So I think that's kind of an explosive show. And yeah, honestly, we want the crowd to be a part of the show. So you'll definitely feel that we want to engage with you. We want you to sing. We want you to dance. We want you to clap along with us and just make you if you're someone who stumbles across our show and, you're having a bad day, we want that to change. We want you to have a great day. We want you to have a night that, will hopefully make you forget about everything going wrong and just, have a night of rock and roll. That's really our goal.
Nice. Now, do you have a dream venue that you'd like to play at?
Oh my goodness. Well, for years it was the Whisky a Go-Go. But, being now I did that one. But being a Boston girl, I'm going to have to say Fenway. That's probably my dream.
That would be cool.
Being able to play at a venue that I've been going to and growing up to. So hopefully I can look back on this interview and say, yes, I did it,
That would be cool. You know, would be cool too. You should try getting the gig of singing the national anthem at a Red Sox game.
Yeah, you know what? You just gave me a new idea. That would be amazing. That'd be a dream come true for me.
You should try doing it on your bass. That would be cool.
I know, something new,
boom,
something
boom,
that no one has
boom,
done.
Boom. You know what I mean? Like no one's done that before.
Absolutely. No one has done that before, so I'm definitely going to do that for sure.
Hendrix did it on the guitar, but you could do it on the bass, right?
I know, and if speaking of new stuff that's happened, Chris Stapleton, he did both vocals and guitar. It was actually quite beautiful. I enjoyed listening to him doing the national anthem that way. I don't think anyone has done that, so that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Now, if you could do a collaboration with any artist, who would it be and why?
That's a very tough question. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to go with my pop favorite, Lady Gaga, because she can do anything, any style. So I'd feel comfortable doing like a rock thing with her. That's like a dream collaboration. Or if we're going to go straight rock and roll, Lizzie Hale, because she's actually a big hero of mine.
That would be cool. Now, do you have any hobbies or interests outside of music that you like to do?
Oh, it's tough because everything I do is music related. But if I had to pick, I love makeup. And, I spend a lot of time, like, before shows doing my makeup. And sometimes I help my bandmates out with makeup. So that's definitely a fun hobby I like.
That's awesome. Now, do you have a website you'd like to promote?
Absolutely. So we have a website. It's called bandincrocks.com. So it's BANDINCROCK. rocks.com, and over there we have everything. We have all our information, but I always say too, we have social media as well. So Facebook, it's going to be Band Inc. Music at Band Inc. BANDINCMUSIK. Same for the Twitter, and Instagram, it's at BAND_INC. So and Spotify too, it's just Band Inc. BANDINC. Anyone can find us through those usernames. And we have everything online. We have, our shows, we have our music, we have merch even. And yeah, that's where you can find us.
Cool. Now, is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
While we're here, I'll also say, like, if anyone is interested, I also do a lot of behind the scenes of the band. So I also have like my own social media. It's I'll spell it out because I'm Portuguese and Italian, so I got a long name.
Okay.
So it's at GIULIANA LUCIA AMARAL, Giuliana Lucia Amaral. So I post a lot about the band also. And let's see if I can mention anything else. Just keep a lookout for the music that's coming out because it's definitely going to be new and exciting, and a lot of new shows to be mentioned as well. So those will be on the social media and on the website. Awesome.
Well, Giuliana, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure, and so nice to meet you as well.
You too, and I'm looking forward to hearing some more great music from you. I can't wait to hear an EP or a full-length album in the future.
Awesome. It's coming. So I'm excited to announce that very, very soon.
Great. Knock 'em dead at that show at the Whisky, and maybe when that album comes out, we can have you back on the show again.
Awesome. It would be a pleasure. Hopefully I can get all the guys, too, to join.
That would be very cool. We could definitely patch everybody in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great day, all right?
You as well. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know who you think you are. You've been hiding from the start. Try to forget, but you're not gone at all. What will it take to heal from the fall? I'm ruining myself, thinking about all the times you hurt me. I'm sitting here by myself, hoping one day you'll feel just what I feel. What's the use in crying for? My mind's no good, no longer yours. The time I spent waiting for your call must have been to throw it away. I'm ruining myself, thinking about all the times you hurt me. I'm sitting here by myself, hoping one day you'll feel just what I feel. Thinking about all the times you hurt me. I'm sitting here by myself, hoping one day you'll feel just what I feel.
The Record Machine Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Howell Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show.
The Record Machine Show.